radio show on the planet. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Julie on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love doctor going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two mics. Watch this. And a mind.
Hello, and welcome to Two Mics and a Mind. I am truly one of your hosts, and I have my gang here. We have Resident Joe. Hello, Love Doctor.
Hello, guys.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
How are you guys tonight? How was your week?
Girl,
I am doing good. I am feeling good, and I am looking good. What more can I say?
Nothing more to say.
What to say?
So how was your week? One word to describe your week.
One word. Busy.
One word. Wow.
Wow. That's very open-ended right there. That's is that a positive wow?
Wow.
That sounds an amazed wow. That's good.
One word describe yours.
Thankful. Or surprised. Yeah. Surprised. But Love Doctor, I heard you're gonna say the story where you were gonna say for months. You're gonna say them. Are you gonna tell the audience tonight? You're gonna share.
Absolutely, positively. Just remind me.
Yes, will do. I'm excited for everyone to hear this.
So what happened with you? It sounds like something exciting happened.
Just surprised. A lot of things that I thought were not going to happen in my life have been happening lately, and doors open randomly, and it's like, wow,
Big
Doctor.
smile tonight. I'm happy. I don't know what it is, but I'm happy for you. You have a really big smile tonight. It's coming through.
It's you guys will find out soon. It's good things coming up, and I'm surprised about Yahuwah. Like, he's great, but yeah,
I figured it out. I figured it out.
What is it?
I'm really good at this, but I'm not gonna spoil it because I'm really good at watching movies, and like I can watch like in the first 1 or 2 minutes, I can figure out the whole entire movie. I can figure out everything based on what you just said. I can figure out everything.
Okay, well,
I can tell that you want it to be a surprise, so you don't want everyone to know right now. So I'm going to value your discretion.
Okay, but you can share at the end of the show because it would be nice to see if you're really good at that.
Oh, I'm good at it. As a matter of fact, I can put it in the text message in a private chat.
That's right.
She won't see the private. She can't see the private chat though.
Why she can't? So put it in ours.
I can see it.
Let me ask you this.
What you eating?
Does it have anything to do with your future?
Everything has to do something with my future.
Bam! I was right. Bam! Ding, ding, ding. All right.
He's something else, I tell you.
Bam! Life coach.
You're good. You're really good. You're guessing. You're getting there. You're getting there.
Bam!
But I'm so thankful. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I'm thankful for is maybe I can bring. You remember that youth that I have that I'm graduating? He's turning 21. Yeah, well, I'm graduating him, so I won't be his therapist anymore. So maybe I can bring him as a guest so he can speak a little bit about how he feels and his whole change in his life. Yeah. That's how great he's gotten.
Oh, that is so great. Yes, that's good. The power and the benefit of therapy. That's good.
That's right.
That's good. Yeah, that'd be great. Because people have a lot to say about that kind of stuff.
Definitely. So yeah, but busy is good too. Tuli, busy is good. It's just
Yeah,
tiring.
yeah. It was a lot of do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Oh, it was so much do this that I couldn't do me, but it's okay. It's
And
okay.
one
I made
and one of the questions they ask in interviews: how do you keep your life organized, and how do you finish all the tasks in your life? What do you do to do that? To accomplish?
I don't finish all my tasks. I don't have my life organized. I ain't gonna lie to
Honestly,
you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not organized, not no. And I do not accomplish all my tasks. Do I put forth a great effort? Yes, I do. Every day. My intentions, write it down, do all that kind of stuff. But if it was just me, I probably could accomplish a whole lot. But
right?
you know, I am not
Yeah,
my own, so I have to
yeah. It's a lot more.
a lot of waves in the ocean. So I have to ride
Understood.
the waves. Now I ride a lot of waves. Yes, I do. I do a lot. I'm a very good surfer.
I see. No, I do. I do see that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people that don't have, that aren't by them, people that are by themselves. I don't know how they aren't able to. I guess it happened. It happened. I ain't gonna say that because it's not even fair. I'm not gonna do that. If you busy, you about your life, you got something going on, you always gonna be busy. There's always gonna be something. So that's not fair to say. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I do think busy is good though. When people are not busy, I feel like that's when you start thinking and then you start doing. And then, like they do say when you're not busy and you're being lazy, that's when you start doing things. And then you regret doing that's because you were not busy. What were you doing? So
Yeah, I agree with that too. That's even with eating. If you're not sitting around doing anything, you just sit around eating. So that's true. I agree with that. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. And if you're too busy, you can't eat. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
that is true. But even when
I
I'm busy, I'm
was
like,
the whole day, and I said, "Wait! I didn't eat anything today. What? What? I couldn't believe it, but it happened. It
same, which is
happened.
bad. It's bad not to eat the whole day, and I shouldn't be talking because I've done it lately a lot, and it's not good. I know it's not good, but I
Yeah.
don't have time. So it's either that or eat fast food, and I don't eat fast food, so
Right. Exactly. I've been doing pretty good on that one. Actually, I've been doing very well on that one. So proud of myself. This month was
same.
supposed to be no November, right? No November, which was going to be no eating out.
Mm-hmm. Have you accomplished that?
Let me tell you what happened. What happened was I was so good. I said, nope, drive it out, go in and do it. Come back home. No, I'm going to cook. So one day I wanted a salad so badly. So I went and bought a salad. But I
Mm.
had my own salmon to go on top of it though, so it was at home. But still, I did do that one time so far.
And isn't this month, Tuli, that month where men don't shave their beard or something like that too? No eating
No,
out.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, I mean here in Jersey they do that where men don't shave their beard for a whole month or like they don't touch their
Whoever
beard.
told you that? I ain't never heard nothing like that before.
Me neither.
Yeah, maybe it's here in Jersey like they do that where because
Here,
it's like men protesting for their care or something like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna research it while we're talking, but November is where men go into this phase where they don't touch their beard and they don't go out and eat or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ew. I
I
never
know.
heard of that.
Yeah, I don't think they do shower, but yeah,
What's the
I'm pretty
okay?
sure.
Well, you gotta find that out and let us know since you're the man.
Hmm.
Let us
I'm
know
pretty
what you
sure he
think.
does it all the time, but every month. I'm just playing, Bueno. I know you're very clean.
Oh gosh. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
no shade.
We are here. We are here. Let's see. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tony.
Hello. What's happening?
Not much. Has your week been? How are you? One word to describe your week.
Oh, um, exhausting. I have a regular week. All my weeks the same.
Exhausting.
I'm paying out a lot of money, making a little money on the go. Somebody finding bills or debt for me to try to clear for them and help them. So, my life is always the same. It's the same routine, but I appreciate the Most High for keeping me alive anyway.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, how's everybody else doing?
Pretty too.
Yeah, we're
Pretty
great.
too. Somebody did
Uh-huh.
say the annual event of month log No Shave November. You see?
What is it now?
No Shave November. It's an annual event and it's a month-long endeavor in which participants forego grooming to raise awareness for cancer. That's interesting.
Raise
Um,
awareness for cancer by washing your behind.
For
no,
men, they don't shave the whole month of November.
Oh, men don't shave for the whole month of November. Okay. Duh. I seen some people. It must be November every month for them.
That's what I was saying
I
for
mean, at
Love
least keep
Doctor.
yourself groomed. Keep yourself. I don't. Some stuff I think that they do is senseless in a fact. Let's not shave for cancer. What about doing something different to start working on preventing cancer? Doing something. People. Oh, let's wear pink. I mean, wearing pink is gonna make cancer go well. Let's get not just the awareness to a situation. Let's get the corrective measures for it, so we can, decrease the numbers. Men not shaving not gonna decrease people with cancer. I know people say, well, just give people something to do, and that's the problem. Let's give people something to do that's effective. You know what I'm saying? I've
That's right.
never gotten that. Everybody wear pink for cancer, for breast cancer. I don't get that. How about everybody start doing something to better themselves for better health for breast cancer? Let's go from now on, let's start getting rid of all aluminum deodorant. Let's
That's
get away
right.
certain foods we know. But that's the thing. That's how you know the whole thing is a sham. Why they don't come out with real information other than, oh, feel your breast, check your breast. What about the things you do that contributes to cancer? What foods feed cancer? What
mhm.
foods help to eliminate cancer? I just never gotten. Everybody wear pink. A man got pink on. It's for breast cancer. It's for breast cancer. Breast cancer is such, is destroying our women at an alarming enough rate to where something should have been done before now, other than just putting on colors.
I agree.
Lifestyle change.
Yeah. How about start eating
Absolutely.
healthy? How about
Well,
creating groups where supporting women one another so that we can start eating healthier? Yeah, that's
mm-hmm. People don't want to do that. They want to put on pink and like that's gonna make breast cancer go away. Let's go walking, for breast cancer. That's not gonna prevent breast cancer. You still put on aluminum deodorant. That's not gonna help you. Still putting perms in your hair. That's going in. That's been proven
very
to kill
true.
brain cells. It's just the thing that. But people don't want to alert people on things like that because you look at the different entities that make money from our women that get cancer by contributing cancer. I'm a believer even to this degree. I would not be surprised if these companies actually pay these manufacturers to continue to push their products out because at the same time it's business for them.
I'm sure. I'm sure you're right.
Yeah. And why
Yep.
didn't the federal government pass laws against these companies like they do fentanyl? Fentanyl is killing people. A grain of fentanyl will do this, but yeah, iodine salt destroys a lot of people and health.
That's
Sugar. There's so many things that's killing people at more of an alarming rate. They say, well, okay, we don't, they have found sugar, it also gives you an high.
poison.
Yeah, but they don't look at that. There are natural sugars that you can get from fruits. There are other sugars that you can get that come from plants that don't have the same detriment to the body. And these are things we need to start alarming our people about. I encourage people that listen to us tonight, men and women, get rid of the aluminum deodorant. Tom's is not a good holding deodorant. I'll tell you that. Tom does not. I've used Tom. Tom will tell. Tom will tell in a nick of time. Y'all hear me? In just a short time. You know, there are other ones, and I'm not just saying it because Thule is director, board, founder, whatever, Barack Products, but that deodorant is I mean, I usually have to wear 3 deodorants. I used to have to wear Old Spice, Degree, and then I wear some other deodorant. I can't remember what it was because I had to switch out. It would burn the skin on my arm after a period of time, even the natural. But she perfected a formula to where I have absolutely no problems. It holds me all day plus. You know what I'm saying? I've never had an issue where I've been musty. I smell myself, man. But and I sweat profusely. People need to start looking at things to better their health. When you're putting these aluminums in, they're blocking pores. Your body has to breathe. Your skin has to breathe. And when you clog in those pores and your body can't breathe, there's a defect. Now you start throwing hormones off. For my women, they wonder why they're so attitude, stank, man. And, you know, some of the guys, you're blocking hormones. Your body has to breathe. Yeah, so there are things you're doing. Your skin breathes. When you're running or doing something, your pores are going to open to release body heat. 98.6 is what your body's trying to hold. Your body reaches that. Your body's designed to, the pores are to open to release the heat, sweat, cool the body back down. Right. And all these things that the body can't function normally. That's why we have so many people now with all these different diagnoses, whether they need psychologists or psychiatrists or therapists or all these medications, or why people not functioning well, because we're doing so much detriment to ourselves.
100%. Yep. They're discovering that everything has to do with the food. Even mental illness is to do with food.
It is. I mean, growing up, we had kids, you know, that had, you know, mental issues that, you know, were mentally retarded. But, you know, not at the rate that we see now. I mean, it's like 1 out of every 4. I think before it was maybe 2 out of every 10. Now, we look at maybe 1 out of every 4. Otherwise, it's going to be 1 for 1.
You're accurate. It's one out of every 5. You were right there. That's exactly
I'm sure.
how it's going right now. It's really bad. And people are saying like everything is mental illness. So it's either everything is mental illness or people are really getting mentally ill because the food is so bad and we're not taking care of our health. So
we can get people to think. If people could just sit down and think, if people could sit down and work with people that's designed to help them, Confederate State 48 should be calling us, I'm sure, tonight. I'm sure he's an avid listener along with so many others. We were talking about the patches. We were just trying to get everything down to see, you know, make sure we got everything correct. But he wanted to get these patches that we're now selling. Thule and myself, we also use them. If a man has prostate cancer, they're good for prostate cancer. They're good for, you know, breast cancer for women, you know, putting them around the breast. I think it also comes with instructions. Am I correct, Thule?
Yes, sir, it does.
Yeah, and I encourage people, this is something we use. Anything that I'm telling you, we sell it, and we've started to kind of change our lifestyle some to getting to a more healthier side of doing things. And I know for a lot of people, I hate like health fanatics in a sense. Some people make everything, I mean, you're not going to get away from everything, impossible, but there are a lot of things we can clean up. You know, I'm not walking around with a carrot stick and a done piece of celery in my pocket. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not interested. I still eat meat. You know what I'm saying? It's just starting to do things differently. Start like watching portions of what you eat and watch certain. I try to stay away from breads. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, I just kind of gotten away from a lot of things because, you know, it swells you up. Bread has yeast, and a lot of people know your stomach is an inferno. It's constantly heating. So when you put in bread that already have yeast, and then you put the bread in your stomach is a cooker. So what's happening to the yeast?
Yes.
It's still cooking. And a lot of people you'll notice that's obese. What's their favorite food? What they gotta have with every meal?
Right.
Bread.
Yep.
Bread.
Right.
Bread. And they wonder why the hand fat. I mean, when you look at your hand and you got a fist before you ball it up. Let's come on. Do the math.
That's right.
Your hand should not be on a fist and it's not balled up. So it's just things that you got to get people to start looking at. We got to change. I mean, I was trying to break certain weights. It's like things just kind of stay with you. You can't get past. It's just adjusting things, then learning what's going on with your body. I don't know how
Yes.
we got in here, but but who got it, who's taking on the lie. So, oh man, what it is, we gonna die for something. Yeah, well, go sound the first way. Don't play with it. Don't be stupid. You want to live. We all want to live. It's just, people not encouraging themselves or encouraging one another, to see the need in taking care of themselves to do a little better. Like I say, it's still things you can do and still live. You know what I'm saying? And still have a nice life and enjoy yourself. But there are a lot of things we got to start doing correction on. And the sooner, the better. You know what I'm saying? Getting more mental clarity. Focusing on self. Because these are important things we need to look at. All of us.
I agree.
Yep.
Agree
We
100%.
actually okay.
So I definitely encourage people to look at it. So you go to the Barar products and look on their website and look, because we're going to start putting things up there. Some meal plan things that you can go and you can get that we both do, that I do every day to try to change the dynamics of health, because I want to stay around. You want to keep long life, mobility, constant flow, good blood flow. All those are important as you get older. Bad blood flow, especially becoming diabetic. A lot of people wind up losing legs and foot and different things like that. So as soon as we can correct some of this stuff, the better we can all be. Right? I think computer's gonna get me. I can get computerized now.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I get my computer. Maybe I can set it up. I gotta plug it up, set it up. I see we got the no love doctor.
It's
so
a hate in
quiet.
every
Just
crowd.
a fantasy. Love doctor don't live here anymore.
You're so quiet, love doctor. You okay, too?
Wow.
He need to tell about his love life, but we don't want to hear nothing from him.
We
We
want
want
to
to know if it's
hear.
love in your love. Yeah, tell us something, Joker.
And he leaves. How disrespectful, love doctor.
I ain't gonna try to do it again.
It sound together, whatever. Everything like it sounds distorted or whatever on my end. I'm trying to get this.
No, it don't sound
No.
distorted.
You sound okay. You sound okay, love doctor.
No, I mean y'all do. Like when I hear Tony and stuff, it sounds really distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get I'm sure it sounds distorted when somebody start asking about his love life.
Tony, I have the same cup.
Mm-hmm.
She gave it to
Cause
me.
we taking the same. Well, I have mine with the whole setup. You got the whole setup, or just a cup? What do you think about it so far?
She told me that she put you guys in the same thing that I had started. She put me in when I first went, and it's amazing. I love it.
I'm telling people, listen, we made some changes. For those out there, I mean, and I really want people to think about it. I mean, I've been dealing with high blood pressure since I was about 37, 38 years of age. And that crushed me because I was an advocate for no pills, just living. I don't see nobody but myself on him. Okay, I'm going to switch over. I'm still young.
Love doctor.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Can you?
Okay, I had to put myself on. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So yeah, this I dealt with a lot of issues. And blood pressure eventually is going to be problems with kidneys. That man crunching, smacking in our ear.
He is, and then he's not coming in on camera. I'm on the show.
Hello? Am I going on? So I'm on the show. Are you on the show? Because we don't see you.
Tuli, we don't see you. I think you have the camera off. She knows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm off. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Oh, ouch.
But yeah, so far it's amazing. I love the cleanse. I love the vitamins she gave me. so far so good. I send my family. They were here from Florida, and I send them to her. So they're gonna go.
Did
Yeah,
did they tell them that they know me?
yeah. I told them, I was like, make sure that when you're going, they live in Florida, so but they're going to travel and go to Georgia because they want to stop the pills. So I said, make sure you tell them that we sent you, and let me know when you're going there, because they saw how amazing I drink it in the morning. So they saw me drinking it, and they're like, what are you drinking? It's like, well, and I explained to them, and they said they wanted to start. So put everyone into a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. Listen, for those that actually what's that tone is? What it is? Oh, that sound was distorted.
That's cell phone. You were.
Yeah.
I apologize. Listen, for those that are serious about your health, we are definitely working to put some stuff on there. A lot of them, I see Rashida on here. She went and she started. I told her last night I could see a glow with her. I didn't know she started the program. She told me. I told her, I said, you could see it in your face. She's like, really? Yeah, I started. I'm like, hey, this is what we got to do. And I know for people that's scared, the hardest thing is starting. Right. And I'll tell everybody, don't try to start something too hard. Start considering your health you want to be around. Cost and unfortunately, they make everything that's good for you, healthy for you, better for you, the most expensive way of living. So it's a turn to make you stay sick. It is. I'm with you. I'm like, why won't somebody come out with something that's reasonable and cheap? I do. It's just like, why wouldn't they? But it's because in order to get really good stuff, they make you go through so many hoops. And that's part of the turn of why people just give up altogether and just, hey, take on and just subscribe to the, to the antics of, well, we're going to die from something. But you ain't got to die stupid. You ain't got to die from being stupid. Take care of yourself. You need, with where the world is today, there is no way we can continue going the way we're going and not make it change, especially for us as a people, and not just, for us as a quote unquote Black people, but us as a people in general. We started doing things. I'm sure you see, Joanna, where we'll have them on and I get them up, get the kids up and tell them, give positive energy.
I love it.
Them kids are killing me. They are killing me because it's like, y'all are killing me. Do y'all have this down? And I'm like, oh goodness, I love them, but I have to stay on them. Listen, they all it's gonna be somebody, especially if I get Alex. I already know. Expect something to be coming. But want to change, and you can't give positive energy if you don't have it. You can't heal your body if you don't give your body the things you need, from cancer to diabetes to high blood pressure. A lot of these things can be corrected, and a lot of times people are going to do the expenses of changing. It's change, and I know for me, I hate it making changes. But then when you start seeing the difference, you see weight dropping off. You see the difference, so you can see that weight. Like anything, weight holds you back, and once you continue to get hit, it makes you not want to do anything. Yep. You don't find real active obese people. If they do, they're trying to push themselves and they sweating all the time, and that's and then it's a deterrent again to keep them from want to do better. We have to do better for ourselves first.
Fact.
Feel better about yourself. Care about what you're doing to yourself and for yourself. And keeping your health is so important, especially as you start to age. Trying to have mental clarity. Tula and myself, every 2 weeks we go get acupuncture. She put them in our head. She said it helps different brain.
Love it.
You had to get it. Yeah, she put them in the head. She said, I got to do this. She said, you carry entirely too much, and I got to make sure your brain stays clear and you can function and don't get the brain, people like, I kind of get a brain fog. People have a little saying for, get forgetful with age. You don't realize that's not what you're having. It's the fact that you are actually starting to lose your memory.
Absolutely.
So acupuncture is encouraged by us. Like I said, we got the whole packs. We sent up a bunch of stuff that you can see, and I stand behind these products. They're all natural, certified in more than one country, grown in Germany. They got the seal, all organic. The US even gave them the seal because it's one of the first products to have seals from more than one country. So they definitely stand behind it. This is all organic in what we do. Joanna, she's Dr. Joe, she's a witness to it. You can tell the difference.
I love it. I love everything. It's just I'm into organic. I've always been into natural, organic, and I could tell this is 100% organic and natural. And another of the things I feel like people's self-confidence also grows. Like as people start feeling better, looking better, your confidence grows. You start thinking clearer. You start speaking clearer. So I love what I'm seeing. That you're making everyone say hi to each other, greet each other. I'm laughing.
You can't say it.
But I love it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. This is one of the. I don't know if you can see the name. This is one of them lightweight. This is the X49. Is this one for cancer? We got a brochure that goes with it. It's a box. Tula and I, we spent a lot of money. A lot of money to do this, to try to make this available because we believe in it. Our members take, people tell you about stuff. We actually use this for pain. I mean, it's good. It really works. I'm talking about, this ain't no hype or no mess. The doctor that we gone to is like, listen, this lady will not drink cold water, save her life. This lady ain't eating nothing. She don't believe in nobody's sugar, nothing. She uses them. The same stuff that we're all taking for the health, because of what it is as well. And I see Confederate 48 down. We're going to get him up on there, just have him up as well. But we take also a meal plan that we take. And it's a shake in the daytime. We eat in the afternoon. Then we got a shake at night. And it helps get the toxins out of the body. And it detoxifies the body, get the chemicals out of the body so the body can reset itself. Like a lot of times what people do is we'll start taking like herbs and we'll start taking vitamins. The only problem is if you have toxins in the body and you have other chemical things going on, then all you're doing is just throwing something. It's like throwing a Band-Aid at the ocean when it's flooding. It'll do absolutely nothing. Although what you might be taking might be good, it's the fact that your body needs to detoxify first. So the purpose of taking and cleansing, what we're doing, I think we're on it for about 2 months. We have to take it. And yes, and I'm gonna tell you what I do. I do eat. This is what I do. I have me some. Oh yes, let me tell you. I ain't gonna be telling no lies. Unsalted cashews. So I eat these for snacks. Listen. Man, I was 254, 252, 248. I'm 227 now. So I mean,
I can tell. My parents were able to tell Tony. They were like, "Your pastor's lost weight." I was like, "Right?" It's like, "Yeah." From like before he's lost weight, I was like, "He's on that treatment," and they were able to tell that you lost weight.
This is my meal, and make no mistakes. Them cashews coming behind and come out behind. This is not gonna hold me down, but I will be dropping weight. Confused. I mean, madly. What happened? Well, I'm gonna put him up here while we're talking. I'm gonna add him up here while we're talking. But I tell y'all what, I'm serious about making these changes. And what encouraged me too, I tell you what she did, and I appreciate. She put up. That's one of what we got. That's great. And pull this down.
Man, I was just looking at an old picture. You really did gain a lot of weight. You done lost a lot. You done came a long way.
But you know what? You don't see that yourself when you're doing it.
So harsh. I can't.
I don't pay him no attention. But no, I mean, I was big. I need to get down a little bit.
See if I can find a picture. I need to find a picture, see how you look before. Because the audience need to see how long where you done came from. You done came a mighty long way.
I tell you what. My biggest thing is, and I'm telling you what, it's not about a look. Of course, a look is great, but if you don't have the health to go with it, that was about 252.
Good gracious, great day in the morning.
Wow.
That's when I had that part though. I had my hair back, so I had to go rent some hair.
Yeah, you done came a long way. Oh yeah.
You have the now picture, Love Pastor?
You can look at him right now and see the now picture. You can look at him right now and see the now picture.
No, but he's not standing up, so you can't really tell.
I mean,
it's coming soon.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. That's all right, Tuli. You truly do a hobby, and that's all right. That's what it's all about. It's all about a hobby. And it ain't about what's on the outside, it's about what's on the inside. And that's truly a
very
beautiful thing. That's why I try to tell people.
Listen,
inside.
one thing I don't do, I don't let ugly people judge me. You know what I'm saying? I heard, I see Miss Gordon, she said, yes, that the cash. Let me tell you something. You got to cheat some. They tell you, listen, she'll say, eat something light if you have to, but eat. I'm like, listen, 2 scoops of that powder, and all you taking is water in there with it. And that's going to hold me for the day. I got to eat a banana. I eat me 2 bananas in the morning to go with it. I got to. I can't do it. That's not going to hold me. I got it. Because I was used to eating I always ate spinach for the last year or so. I always eat a spinach salad in the morning time. So that was my eat. So now she's like, oh, just drink this. And it's got all your vitamins and everything in it. And I eat 2 bananas. Then I can't wait on lunch. I'm starving for lunch, and I eat for lunch. And then at nighttime, I get my drink, and I do me a little something. I'm gonna do some cashew. I'm gonna get me a banana like I'm a gorilla. I'm gonna get me about 2 of them bananas. Hold out. Sometimes give me some oranges. But I try to, balance it and try to keep what I'm doing. The biggest thing is adjusting and staying what's practical. I'm not gonna starve myself. And I tell people, don't starve yourself. You got to feel good about what you do, and you don't want to just do it for just weight loss. You want to do it because you want a confident life. All of it encompassed together, I think, is beautiful.
Yep, that's when it works. If you do it because that scale can be very unforgiving and not your friend. So if you looking at that scale that you can lose weight, don't do it that way. Look at the whole body.
Yeah.
This is what you do. You stop counting calories and start counting chemicals.
Right.
Say that again, Julie. Say that again.
Non-GMO.
Stop counting calories and start counting chemicals.
That's right.
Yeah, everything.
I'm glad all of us been changing our diet, so that's really good.
You started before us, though. I remember you had, because I actually sent a doctor back a few years ago to somebody to be checked, didn't it? And he wound up learning. He did a food allergy test and learned what meats he couldn't eat and what wasn't working for him. And he started changing a long time ago, and that made the difference. And and for everybody, because he had a lot of health issues he found out he was dealing with. And by changing it now, thinking he would have continued. And now what are you, about 40, 41?
You just put all my business out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. He ain't got none. If it ain't in, you put all in the toilet.
My medical history, my age. What you want to put in there? Go ahead, tell it all. Just tell it all.
And he also has $100 in his pocket.
That's probably facts too.
Yeah, I know it is. So now with that, but just saying the changes you made to drop the weight to do it. So you for people that are watching us, we're people that have health problems and have had health problems.
Yep.
Thule was looking to have a surgery.
Yeah.
We had to go and see. I'm telling y'all, people, this is no joke. I mean, this is not just a sale pitch. You ain't got to do it. I assure you, this is something we doing because it's not fun going up on that night. It's just not fun. It's, and at a certain age when you go, putting you to sleep is a very good chance you ain't waking up. And I don't have time to be up under somebody's knife. If I can avoid it right now at my age, I would like to take care of myself and live a lot longer. And I tell you one thing she told me, I believe that really helped me to want to stick with this. She said, listen, don't spend all this money and start eating that stuff. Because all you're going to do is throw away your money. Don't even do it if you're going to do it. She said, you Americans always do that. You think you could take some.
She said that to me.
And go back. I said, you know what? She's right. She said, don't even do it if you're going to waste your money. She said, you're going to spend money to do this. And I appreciate her explaining that. I mean, she's exactly right. We'll do it. I'm better. Better means I can go back to eating everything I was eating. No, I'll still eat French fries. No salt. I don't eat them regularly. Every period I'll eat certain things like that. Potatoes when not out of diet. I just don't eat like I was eating before. Just grab stuff and just go to eating and just getting it. I make sure I'm conscious of certain things. Don't give me any salt if I'm gonna eat them. It's not something I eat regularly. I might eat though. I might eat some now. I think in the last 2 months I might have ate French fries twice, 3 times maybe. So it's not a big deal like it was for me because I'm conscious of. I know I can't afford to get myself in that situation again.
That's right. No.
And for those who like I'm a French fry head. I love my boys. I think one of my grandkids Bryce got it from me. Loving that boy. He thought French fries was a meal, and I ate them the same thing. I did. That's something I love.
In your opinion, who got the best French fries
right now?
We're not there.
Really? Now I think I would have to give it Bojangle fries. Hot. Those are good. I like crinkle fries. I like Zaxby's, but them bastards weigh them and don't give me that many. So
You like
I'm kind of
crunchy?
pissed. Oh, I
You like
love
crunchy french fries?
I like a good stiff fry, light salt, and little ketchup. I don't like ketchup. I like to take mine and dip it in the ketchup. God almighty, no.
So get this. There's only one store that I've been able to find that actually has the healthiest fries, and they actually taste pretty good.
Who?
I'm curious, do any of y'all know out of all the different stores and places and restaurants, fast foods, who has the healthiest fries? Or better yet, let me reword that. I've only found one place that has French fries that has no chemicals in it.
Interesting. And that's a fast food place?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Nope, Chick-fil-A has chemicals in their fries.
Everything. GMO.
It's only one place. Come on. Anybody take a guess? I can't hear what you said, Tuli.
I said they make me throw up anyway, so maybe that's fine.
There's so
Nobody knows the answer to that question.
If we knew it, we'd have gave it to you. Let's try it again.
I don't think there's.
I see somebody got it in the comment section.
Five Guys? No way.
Yep.
No,
no,
I ain't no fry. I had them before. They're not the best.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying that's the place. That's the only place that has French fries that don't have chemicals in it. Every place else you eat, they have chemicals in their fries. That's the only one that's served without chemicals.
Yeah, no, doctor, but they're fried with peanut oil, and we're not supposed to be eating peanuts. Isn't peanut bad for your body?
Yeah, they are bad.
I ain't never heard that.
It is peanuts. Nuts. If you notice, all nuts come from a tree except for peanuts.
That's right.
All nuts come from trees.
Yep.
Hold on, we're not finna do this now. They the only one that sell it without chemicals now. That's what we doing. We not. I ain't never heard all this. No. A peanut is a legume. It's not a fruit or a vegetable. It's a legume. I know that much.
Now, they're
I know that you're a coon if you ain't catching on to what we're telling you.
Peanuts is
Hey. Well, my pastor told me that sometimes when they be giving all this health advice, you gotta know what to take and what you can't use.
I know that.
They were saying something about cold water or something like that you ain't even supposed to drink water when it's cold. But my pastor opened it up, and that was a good one too. I put a nice tithe in a plate for you on that.
Listen, I missed it. I missed it.
You don't remember saying that?
No, I don't remember the offering.
Oh, okay. No, that couldn't go straight to the. You need to talk to the finance team on that. Then I get with them. If I'm giving them the money and you ain't seeing it, I get with them on it. I get with them.
That is tough. Scary.
I doubt it, Tony. I doubt
it.
I doubt it.
The man said, "We got Confederate right now."
Is Confederate back in the hospital? Hold on, what's in the background?
I see the mask. Maybe they hadn't put on. Yeah, tell us what's going on, Confederate. Welcome, shalom.
Hello,
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear pretty good?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, unfortunately, I was readmitted to the hospital on what they would call a little Halloween. It wasn't nothing in connection with Halloween. It was just that my wife, she took me to the emergency room, and I'm back. I've been here since then. So, but I just wanted to call in to tell everyone I'll have them and I should get out, sir.
How long you been there? You said you just told us Halloween.
I've been here for almost a week. I sent you an email earlier, but I knew you were busy, so I told you, like I said,
I missed it.
Yeah, I know, but I said I would patiently wait on the response. But no worries. I just wanted to just come in and say hello, and that I'll help you guys. And that, unfortunately, I'm back in here again. They found just to kind of give you like a little summary of what's going on. I have they found the kidney stone, but that wasn't the reason I came in. When I was chemo Friday, I guess I had some type of reaction to the chemotherapy, which in turn made me get sick. So as I got sick, I found that I had a kidney stone, and then after I found out I had the kidney stone, then I found that I wound up with pneumonia. I don't know how I, contracted pneumonia. So I have a lot of things going on, but one thing about it, my mindset is relatively strong, and I'm insulated around, two people such as yourself and the panel and the rest of the Mishpachah. So, with that being said, all is well. But I just want to make a small comment about, we're talking about health and nutrition and mental health. I just wanted to, I recall back coming up in like elementary school, they used to teach us about the 5 basic food groups, and they had the food pyramid. And these things we had health classes and things of that nature going into what they would call junior high, but now they call it middle school. But we can see we're getting farther and farther away from things that were constructive in society. But now it's junk food, fast food, it's eat what you can, whatever available, all these. And then what I find real odd is that why would a person eat off the value menu, constantly just because it's affordable? Why would somebody give you something healthy for 99 cents? A burger would consist of a bun, meat, condiments, all this for 99 cents. I mean, the fact of the matter is they're there to make a buck. They're not doing it for nutritional values. And our people need to be educated when it comes to eating healthy. And one of the reasons, they boost up the prices, in my opinion, about eating healthy and the cost of it is because you can't afford it. So therefore, you're gonna still be stuck in that, that legislative racism, as what the Love Doctor talks about. You hike up the prices to make it unaffordable, and then people's health fail, and then they can't afford health care, and one thing leads to another, and then that's another, I believe, device, for the destruction of the so-called Black and brown people, and lower class whites as well. But I don't want to take up a lot of time. But go ahead. What were you about to say, Love Doctor?
I think agreeing with you, yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but Miss Tooley, now that I know that you are the founder of Bara Products, I've been having my eye on it. So now I know who's the personality behind it. So I'll definitely be supporting Bara Products. Yes, ma'am.
I say yes, we appreciate that.
Yeah. And it was something I had wanted to ask you, Dr. Joe, really quick. When it comes to mental health and incarceration, how incarceration affects mental health, because, and then especially women, we know that mass incarceration, for the so-called Negro man is an industry that is thriving, to meet the demise of the so-called Black and brown man. But when it comes to women, that they are also, the Black and brown women are incarcerated as well at a higher rate than their counterpart, the Caucasian, the Caucasian woman. And with birth control being another instrument used to stop productivity for pregnancies, for reproduction is what I'm trying to say. Using birth control, not so much as the contraceptives as like condoms, but other forms of birth control that's actually sterilizing our women so they can't reproduce as well. I was looking at an article about women being incarcerated are now being sterilized, especially African American women, and they can't reproduce. And if we can't reproduce, we can't sustain our culture, and our species. So I was going to ask you, what is your thoughts on incarceration and sterilization of the so-called Black and brown women in mental health?
That's a great question, Confederate. I think overall, the whole world, specifically America, I think is in an agenda with controlling. And when it comes to incarcerating man or female, it's controlled, and even with the birth controls, it's controlling, and it makes you think that we're helping society by putting these people into these boxes, and but in reality, instead of helping become people becoming more productive, we're putting these people into jail where it's control, and it's almost very difficult to start a new life once you come out of there. Statistics say that when you come out of jail, you need therapy, medication. Pretty much your life has been destroyed. You have to be very strong in order to start a regular life, quote unquote. Because what you endure in incarceration or in the jail is, well, it's horrendous. But it's overall control, and even with birth controls, controlling, like you said, controlling population, and food, controlling population, controlling what you eat. It also affects reproduction of our people, the food, all these things about controlling. And then when they control us so strong with these things that eventually a lot of our people have mental illness, and the development for them is very little to nothing. It's really hard to develop in this type of environment that our people are living in, and they're putting our people to live in, because you see the food and music, birth controls, and I think it overall is we're surrounded by a control system that I think he left. I don't think
He's spinning.
The phone might be.
But that's a great question.
I think his phone been in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he dropped off. But thank you. That's good.
Yeah.
Get back.
That was a great
I
question.
want to get with him and get him the patches, but I wouldn't suggest the chemo after. The problem with the chemo, I know he was talking about that. Chemo doesn't only just kill the bad cells; it kill the good cells.
Yeah, and his immune system is really low, right, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's why the control. Why he had the pneumonia.
Right.
Just what they do, because it does so much damage. But we definitely allowing for him.
Mm-hmm.
But with it happening, it gave him a chance to go to the hospital to find out that he did have a kidney stone.
Right.
Yeah, that's surgery, and that's not fun. I definitely encourage my men. Please watch your protein intake. Be mindful of that, and make sure you drink enough water. I was terrible at drinking a lot of water, and I had to have that operation.
What we doing right now? Look, we doing right now.
Listen, gotta have it.
Put out all them sodas.
Oh yes, I had no soda in. Woo-hoo. I can't tell.
Watching water.
Ben, stop that. And I got our sweet tea. Ooh, yeah, so good with that too.
Yeah, soda is poison. I'm thankful I
Take
don't like
blood
that.
pressure pills. You definitely want to make sure you take bananas. They rip your body for potassium. You gotta have them. They don't put them in the pill. They give you a potassium pill, not natural. Banana give you potassium. Coconut water has more potassium than 3 or 5 bananas. It's like 3 or 5. Coconut water, definitely recommend it. Kudos to those of you that take it.
You eat little baby bananas, Tony?
No, I try to do adulthood.
And Whole Foods sometimes have them, but I heard those they're really good. The little baby bananas.
Tell you what. Another little odd question or fun fact is: what is the cheapest item in the grocery store?
Don't buy nothing. Leaving. What?
Sodas.
Wait.
Chips.
No.
Mm-mm.
Come on, somebody in the chat section. Let's get it right. What is the cheapest item in the grocery store? Oh, we got some of the smartest people in there. Oh, look at him. He said it. Bam. The bananas.
Ooh.
The banana is the cheapest
Not
thing
organic
in the grocery
bananas.
I'm not talking about that wasn't his answer, but bananas. Okay. Banana.
So bananas are you buy bananas by the pound. So you can buy one banana and wait. It don't matter if it's organic or not. You buy one banana, and it'll come up to like 17 cents or 19 cents for one banana. It's the cheapest thing in the grocery store.
Are you
The
sure?
organic one?
Yeah, that's what I done. I know about the grocery store is and out. I spend a lot of time in the grocery stores. Absolutely.
My organic bananas are very expensive.
Think about it again, Tuli. The logic is bananas are sold by the pound, not by the quantity.
He
So you
goes
can get
to
a
say
little
Tuli
one.
because you're the only one that defends.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's other stuff in there that's sold by the pound too that's cheaper.
I said, what is the cheapest? The banana is the cheapest.
Roma tomato isn't?
Oh, that's right.
I just sit down. Busted.
How am I busted? I just gave you the answer.
But
She the one look confused, not me. I know what I said. I know I got facts. I got receipts. I ain't talking about what I heard. I'm talking about what I done did. If you fall on the budget and all you got is 25 cents in your pocket, I'm telling you what you can do. You go in there, you get you a banana and walk out with change.
Really?
I'm gonna find though. Ooh.
Facts.
Please find out for us.
Why would you buy? Who buys one banana?
Hell,
I
The
do.
love doctor.
I do bananas. So bananas, I don't like bananas that ripe. And sometimes when I'm on the go, because I started this new diet, and sometimes when I'm on I should call it a diet, I should call it a lifestyle change. So sometimes rather than going, to the fast food place and getting you something to eat that's unhealthy, I just pull over at the grocery store and walk up and down the produce aisle, because really that's the produce. That's like the safe part of the grocery store that you can actually go to. It's the produce. So I just go over there and grab a banana or something, maybe grab one, maybe grab two, because bananas, they will spoil very fast. So that's one thing when you start consuming a lot of produce. Like the other day I bought a bag of peaches and they've been sitting up too long and I went to bite it. It already started to rot.
buy bags.
You're not eating. You buy it.
Don't.
So when I say a bag, what I'm talking about, Tuli, is I get the individual and there's a plastic bag that you put them in.
Oh, well, take it out
put
of
them in the bag, and I eat them out of the bag. Listen, plums. Oh my goodness, I've been addicted to these red plums. I've been eating red plums.
I love red plums.
Like the past 2 weeks, I've been eating red plums ridiculously.
The only thing about it, you been eating
best midnight snack, red plums.
It's not time for that.
Yeah, red plum, that's healthy. I mean, you're talking to a guy who had habits of eating full course meals late at night.
Okay.
So when you get hungry or whatever, you get a snack. Like what Tony is saying, it's all about making more health conscious decisions, finding substitutes for some of your eating habits. Rather than eating those full course meals late at night, grab you some red plums. It works for me. Or I grab some cucumbers and tomatoes. I get a bowl of cucumbers, tomatoes, slice them up with some onions, and have like them together.
I can tell you right now that you got it wrong about bananas. Look what they said.
Who is they?
Look, what do you see on the screen?
It says onions are cheap. That wasn't my question. I didn't say what's some cheap stuff in the grocery store.
No, I
said what's the cheapest.
This person said
Valerie Clayton, please call in and justify your statement. Because if she's saying that, because I don't want to interpret what she's saying. When I read it, it just says onions are cheap. I'm not disputing that. My question was, what is the cheapest thing?
But there's no way to prove your statement or your opinion.
What do you mean? There's no way to prove it. All you gotta do is go in the grocery store. Look at the pounds. Look at the different prices. Onions cost more per pound than bananas do. Bananas per pound don't cost that much. Just look at everything. All you gotta do is go in the grocery store. This is easy to do. Next time you're in the grocery store, go and take a look at it.
I've gone to the grocery store. That's not at least the organic ones are not.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Dr. Joe. The question I asked is, I said, does anybody know what's the cheapest item in the grocery store? And the person who got the question right, I just highlighted it. That it was the correct answer.
That's the cheapest thing.
You can prove something's cheaper than go in the grocery store, take a picture of it, weigh it, do all that, and then bring me back the receipt. And be like, hey, it was cheaper than 17 cents. The cheapest banana that I bought in the store was 17 cents.
I just showed you on the screen the cheapest thing you can get in the store when you're in there.
What is
where? Or say a monkey? A monkey is the cheapest thing.
Yeah, you chimp. They let you in and out, then charge a dime.
Tuli, I wanted to ask you too, Tuli.
55% a pound. Yes.
Tuli, you sent me some videos today, and you sent me a video last week, and you ain't get to play none of your stuff that you sent me. Did you want to play any of that clips that you sent me? Because I had a question about one of them.
Well, go ahead with your question, sir.
My question is, what was it? It was talking about the devil boy or something like that, and he made a video about killing his mama.
Yeah, that's what we. Yeah.
What did you find out with that?
Excuse me.
Why don't you show it?
Yeah, I can't show it.
Oh. People, you know what's going on, right? About you know, that rapper who got killed recently. About how people should not be
all right.
Who got killed? Should they stop rapping? Should rap people stop rapping? Well, go ahead.
Well, based on that rap video that you showed me, I was like, wow. Do you want me to go ahead and play it now? Or you want to?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely not.
That's crazy, right?
Absolutely not. That's not okay.
I heard one of my grandkids saying I might want to put a bullet in the head.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's where society's at now.
Insane.
So you know he didn't write it.
He could.
Right.
Yeah. You go.
I can see him writing that.
You know he didn't write that. And you can see the dope back there in the background promoting him and encouraging him on. That's crazy.
My biggest question is why is it out there?
What?
He wrote
Why
it.
is it publicized?
Yeah, I think he wrote too. Yeah.
Yep.
Once somebody kills that grandma, granddad, or whoever, the kids don't blow up. He's gonna be an icon. White society, not every individual, but the system. I'm saying society. They dictate to us in a way that we don't have the senses or the capability to recognize when we need to step in.
Yeah.
When we need to start, putting down regulation and rules. When should we say we don't tolerate certain things, especially from kids? But because we allow them to be decision makers for us, destiny controllers, this is what we get. They won't let a white kid do it, quote unquote white kid. They'll let him do it. They'll let a Hispanic kid do it or any other race because it's profitable for them. It'll justify the means of why rap should be destroyed and gotten rid of. I'm not a fan of all rap. Just for the lyrics of what people say, I'm not interested. The problem becomes there are a lot of people that were gifted and are gifted with a talent, and when they display it, rap, they can really give a message. They are trying to use rap. That little kid, just a matter of time, somebody kill their grandma and kill them and says the song. It'll blow up. It'll go. And they'll say, okay, we need to step in because you called for us. Now we'll just cut rap off altogether. It's not rap. It's the fact that this is what we accept. This is what we want to hear. This is what we entertain. It shouldn't have made it. We got boys saying they're girls, girls saying they're boys. Then we got people saying ain't nothing. I mean, where's your selfish nothing? I'm it. They, them. You're one person. How can you be them? This is a plural statement. But this is how bad and how we got off from our morality compass. That's why spirituality is so important, to educate our people and get them to being more spiritual beings, people in general, because then there needs to be the knowledge of a superior deity, which I subscribe to, Mr. Yahuwah. I call him Mr. because Mr. is a word that plays off from master. He rules in my book. So it's important for our people to be grounded, people in general, so they understand there are things we don't do, there are things we shouldn't tolerate. Even if we all see somebody worship Buddha, somebody worship Jesus, somebody worship, okay, we don't agree. We can agree there's a level of respect regardless of the religion. We should all agree there's a core part that holds humanity together. A man with a woman, man. That's how society continues, how it populate. We can agree, single women, mothers, men not being there, the importance of teaching them morality and dignity, of respecting themselves to cut down these numbers. Because these are things that are festering more of our young people going to prison.
Let me ask you this: do y'all think that video is a type of child neglect?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think society is a child neglect. I think the whole society nowadays is child neglect. I think they're brainwashed our kids, and now they're putting them out there to control the world, and it's a whole mess, a whole agenda. That's child neglect. Yes, horrible.
Real quick, what I want to comment more on that video, because I got another comment too. Whenever people who are non-white, whenever they have trending issues, particularly if in most cases it tends to be something that's tacky or something trashy, just like that, and it's sad to say, but the reason that is because of the media and how we don't control the media. I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but right now in the media, you know, there's been this fight against quote unquote anti-Semitic language. And now the latest person that came across my desk, came to my attention, is Kyrie Irving. Are y'all familiar with what's going on with Kyrie Irving right now? Anybody takes some commentary on that? Just curious to know. But before we get to that, I did want to say that we had Faith P down in the realty comment, and Faith P wanted to say something. Faith P is one of our smartest guests, and she said he is right.
We're going somewhere.
It's bananas. You see that?
Faith
P says he is right. It is bananas. Bananas is the cheapest item in the store. But that being said, talking about cheap, it's these cheap shots that Kyrie Irving is having to suffer for due to these anti-Semitic comments. What's really going on? What's y'all take?
Play the video where he say it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a post because he actually didn't say
anything. They have a short video where they asked him about the movie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this post because I guess the whole thing is what triggered everything. So I'm trying to find a post. Give me 1 second while I look up the original post. If somebody posted on Twitter, I don't have a Twitter account, so I can't log in. But
I saw it on Instagram.
I hope they didn't take it down, or they yeah, they probably did take it down. Maybe somebody has it up still, though. You know.
They asked them, they're interviewing him, and then he answers.
Is it true?
Yeah. I gotta find that. I'll see if I can find that video. If I can't find that post,
yeah, the video is better.
All right. So what particular video am I looking for? Let's see. Is this right here? Because I see quite a few of them that pop up. Is this the press conference video?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, they're showing you a twist of words. It's good because he really handled them well.
He answered very well. Yep.
Very, very well controlled.
So the video that I see is about 6 minutes long. Is that the one you were talking about?
I ain't thinking with that long,
but let me see if I can find a clip where it's not as long. Yep, because I see it, but yeah, it's about 6 minutes long. Let me see.
No, it was good.
Indeed.
Play the video.
All right. Well, the video I have is 6 minutes long. I'm gonna see if I can fast forward to the details of it.
Put the part with
things that were questionable in there, untrue.
It's a different one.
And the first time you guys got on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody says about the movie. So I take my responsibility.
Yes, it seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear the word "I apologize." Or in your mind, you said, "I didn't mean to cause any harm." Were you apologizing, or did you not?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
Any specific things in the documentary you don't believe are true and that you don't believe represent your morals?
I think some of the criticism of the Jewish faith in the community, for sure. Some points made in there that were unfortunate.
Kyrie, are you surprised that you did hurt people?
Surprised that I did hurt people.
Are you surprised that reaction, some of the things that you did, hurt people?
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid, learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here and why, when I repeat myself, that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through. And the fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community. And I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create. And it was something I shared. And I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility. Then that's where I sit. So, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs. And I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I repeat.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know where about it is, but I know ultimately what it is, what it stemmed from is he went online on Twitter and he posted something to the degree of, hey, everybody, this is a good movie, go and check it out. Mm-hmm. And he copied a link. And the link that he actually copied, when you click the link, it led to a movie that was called Hebrews to Negroes. And it basically talks about how the Hebrew people transformed into Negroes, and all of a sudden now they're white. How the original Hebrew people were of darker hue, and now they're white. So that's what the video talks about. So now he's catching all the backlash, and he's kind of saying, "Hey, I didn't make this video. All I did was I just post the clip online and on my Twitter page, and now y'all accuse me of all this anti-Semitic stuff."
Crazy. Your words.
He was sitting down talking.
Yeah.
The interview was short. Yeah, we didn't confess that.
If I could just really quick, if they're going to make those types of allegations towards Kyrie Irving in terms of the Negroes to Hebrews to Negroes, which is a documentary that they're trying to ban, they should do the same thing from the unredacted version of that was played in the White House by Woodrow Wilson, called "The Birth of a Nation," when they said that was the greatest American movie that was ever produced, that it demonized and ostracized and stereotyped African Americans, the so-called Negroes, and made us the animals that we were, predators of white Caucasian women. So they never apologized for that. They never apologized for desegregation, for segregating. Or Jim Crow. They never apologized for these things. So why does he have to apologize for stating facts? Why isn't anything said when the Egyptian prime minister said that the original so-called Hebrews left black and came back white? Mm-hmm. These statements were made, and there was no backlash on that because they know there is a hue of truth to it, if not all truth. So what happens is the so-called victims are now being exposed to a degree that now is getting people to question and to wake up and to start thinking and to not just take the word of propagated media. So that's just my opinion on that. So I'll let you go ahead and play the video, and I'll make a comment a little later.
Oh, yeah, this is good. We'll quick. Hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one on the head.
And it's a title given to Christ, Philippians 2:11. And my name translates in the Hebrew language as Yahweh. So I went on the Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what? Let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh. That came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night. In terms of the backlash or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me. I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races: white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people, but I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community. And what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
And you know what? When he said that, you know what's really, really strange? Do you recall back in the 80s when David Duke was able to run for president?
I remember that. I'm sorry.
He was a known racist, and he was a part of the Aryan Nation, better known as the Ku Klux Klan. Do y'all remember that? Why was he not banned? Why was he allowed to run? Why was he able to express freedom of speech?
And who was his friend?
First Amendment right. Why wasn't it? Oh gosh, what's the predecessor? Who was the predecessor of Lindsey Graham? You know it, Ross Smith. He just died.
Was it Strom Thurmond?
Yeah. Why was he able to be a senator?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and he raped a minor African American young lady, and it's on record. It's documented. He was a racist. Mm-hmm. So I mean, when it comes to these things, why is it that when we begin to express what our truth is from documentation that they publish, right? Because you never really see people of color on publishing companies and things of that nature. When they did, they were destroyed, you know, by corporate America. So I'm trying to wrap my head around, why is it always a problem when we want to speak up and speak our opinion, just like the 13th Amendment. Okay, the 13th Amendment, if you would, Love Doctor, if you could put a 13th Amendment up, Article 1 and 2, and let's see how that coincides with slavery today, and we can see slavery still being perpetuated through Article through the 13th Amendment, Article 1 and 2. So we can't sit here and just allow people to let us not express our freedoms of speech, and then we get culture canceled, and we get blacklisted, and we get shadow banned.
Yep.
They do this right here through what? The prison systems. You see what it says? Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall be, I can't really see that, have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Do you know that there was a law, it may still be on the books, for unlawful assembly?
Yeah.
There couldn't be more than 2 African Americans assembled.
Loitering.
The crime.
Which made sense. Because the book said wherever 2 or 3 are gathered, so you can see why it makes sense.
Exactly. Well, you know, so I mean, I'm speechless. You see that?
Mm. And you know what's sad?
System.
This is the sad part is, what does it take to get people to wake up? You know, I mean, the people that are the victims of the crime. It's like, at what point, you know, if a neighborhood was constantly being vandalized, they would call for some type of law and order, or either design something where each person would look out and be a watchman, or volunteer somebody, or swear someone in to be, you know, for the neighborhood, for protection, or watching or looking out, high security, whatever they had to do to better and protect themselves. What is it with us, you know, to the fact that we don't see this as a problem? I mean, we talk about it, but if you can get people just know what a mindset of saying there's nothing that we actually couldn't stop. I mean, we can make a large scale pull down on a lot of it. We can come back and put homes back together. It's just I don't get why people they don't see it as a problem. You know, we talk about it doesn't bother them. Like Kyrie, I mean, quote unquote, people of color should have came out in droves behind this. On like, you know, we sick of it. Y'all keep running these pissy white folks on us and keep trying to make us insult us, tell us how women, nappy head, whore, done, ain't get $38 million. Something he'd never made in his lifetime. He made from the lawsuit because they fired him saying that comment he had to speak. Nappy head whores is what he called the Rutgers female team that was out playing basketball who had no conversation with him. So we constantly keep saying where they make us become subservient because the quote unquote white Jewish race can't make us do anything or take anything from us. The problem we don't get is the white system that actually holds them up. There's no Jewish police force coming to pick you up to come and pick you up. There's no Jewish judge, you know, on court system. That's in the American system that allows it to happen, that makes it unacceptable, who shuts you down in business because they can't afford for this lie to come back up. These were people that originally were supposed to be taken to Liberia. No, it was another African country, not Liberia. I forgot. A lot of blacks were forced, quote unquote, forced to Liberia. Yeah, I think it was Uganda. They was going to get them Uganda. Uganda was where they were supposed to go when they was vexed out of Germany. They moved them and decided to put them there in Yasharal, that they call Israel now, and over in Jerusalem, because they needed to look at help fund the lie. That's why they got to protect these people, because you got to remember something. Let's say it comes out that these people are lying, and everybody who knows truth know they are lying.
Come on.
What's going to happen to the other people that's been pushing it? It's a matter of, did you know?
Right.
Dr. Joe and my wife are friends. And my wife was doing something behind my back and going, okay? So she was sleeping around, whatever, and she's with her. And I find out, I'm going to look at her and want to know, did you know about this? Because she's with her. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you got to look at not only them thinking, they'll steal my money, but this is the thing you look at. If that's the case, what we're saying, who all knew this before it's exposed? Who all has propagated this lie? Who all has supported this lie? And these are the people that have been, primary suspects in our demise. You know what I'm saying? They've been privy to the death, to the lie, the destruction of us. I mean, there's no amount of money that can pay for the whole entire quote unquote Negro race is obliterated. It really is. It's almost unrealistic to even look at fixing it. Really, it's unrealistic to even waste time. But I'm a believer that if you can get people to enough truth and just to listen, consider. Even before we even hit the religious aspect, I think we have to address just a real issue ills that we have. We can't say we have these ills because of our religion, because we are agnostic, open to anything, to believe in nothing, while others, then you got Christians, Muslims, whatever, people gonna call themselves, or people break out to non-denominational. And then you have to just look at the fact that we all suffer the same thing, and ain't because of the religion, it's because of the people. And we can all agree to that and say, let's subscribe to changing the dynamics of what happened to us and becoming more controllers of what we have. Then I think once you empower people to see that gathering and that strength that we, and the capability that we all have, then you can get them into let's look at now, how do we exist? What groups it makes sense to? Everybody has a God, and to everybody their God is just as important as my Elohim is. But at the end of the day, we have to root down to practicality. And that's some Christianity. Don't everything in the spirit world flying, but they listen, have you been in this spirit world? Because I keep seeing you here. So if you've been and you're out of my sight, then I'm in the same boat you in, same place you in. We have to get people to sit down and say, what makes sense? Is it possible? You know what I'm saying? The whole narrative of what we've all accepted and done should be questioned. And it should be questioned that you should emphatically know whether or not you're on a path that makes sense. Christ came and gone, and now he done got me. I'm just waiting to leave. What are you doing while you here? If he came, he labored, he worked, and that's how he transitioned over from suffering, and you're supposed to be like him, that's your example, then I don't see it. I don't see where you're doing that. And it's said they sat back and said, I ain't got to do nothing. He did it all, which makes no sense. So, that's just me talking. I would just like for our people to talk. You gotta be from religion now. Let's sit down to what's happening. That's the only way we're gonna be able to get together with other races. I would suggest that no race to come and gather yourself up to say, hey, let's sit down and talk with the quote unquote black race and try to see what we can connect and what we can. You will be wasting your time because they're too far out. We don't know. We just hadn't sat down and really look at the importance of knowing who you are. That's how whites they do today. They give them the whole scenario that they're better than everybody else. The commercials show it. The TV is. You could look at a show and it'd be all white people. I assure you, you never thought nothing about it. It's that common. If you see all black, you already look. You'll say, "What is this?" In 2022, you should be looking talking about what is this.
So speaking of the shows, he brought up a good point. Well, this chart right here is in front of y'all. This chart right here is a chart that's referred to as who controls your mind. Everything that you see in the red, these are all Jewish people. Everything that you see in the green are people who profess to be gay. The CEO of Universal Studios is at the top. This is red. That means this guy's a Jew. ABC News, Jews. CBS News, these are the name of the Jews. CNN News, Jews. Warner Brothers, ESPN Sports, Fox News, Washington Post, Jews. Everything in the red is Jews. All the way USA Today, Jews. Comedy Central, Jews. NBC, so forth. The list goes on. And all these different companies that we heard of, LA Times, Jews. ABC Kids, Disney, Jews. Reuters, Jews. It boils down to these are the people that actually control your mind. And Confederate 48, when you're asking about in terms of, why do people think this and all this other different aspects of it, it's because these are the people who actually control your mind. They control the way that you think. They control your conversation and what it is that we talk about. They control it all.
And talking about control, by any chance, did any of you guys know who controls the conservative court system? They're saying I asked because they're going to pass a law where colleges are going to be able to accept the people depending on the race. So they're trying to pass that law. So I'm curious to know who control, but I'm talking about Harvard, like high-end colleges. Right. They're looking to control races that come to their
Well, they're looking. Who you think the demographics have changed? Harvard sells for white people to have private talks that set them. Listen, the difference with the regular university that the quote-unquote Negro or Hispanics or anybody will go to will never be to the level of what they do to them. They make the creeks. They control the dynamic. They make the water wave and the wind blow and it comes down. What's a stoop? What's medium? What's unacceptable? What's just downright ignorant? And they don't just educate them on a subject, they put them into situations. When you go to a quote unquote black university, they can't put you in a situation. I'm talking about when these kids walk out, they don't go out looking for a job. They don't go out to fill out applications. They don't submit resumes. They put them in a job. They're set there. So that's the difference of the advantage of any other race. We'll go, you'll struggle, you'll work, and you'll start putting in, and you probably won't get get the job until you get some experience, which makes no sense unless you get a job, which means they set you up to someone who will pay you a ridiculous amount, but it makes sense for you to do it because after all, you can't get the real money until you get the experience.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get the so quote experience, I made so much money off of you and put you so far behind. You look at how much you have to pay, and it's just totally just obliterates your plans. This is why we're off. When they come out, they're set up, they're placed somewhere.
Yeah.
This is where you'll be. This is your life right here. This is your
Come on.
retirement. The whole package. This is your retirement benefit, everything paid. And they don't. And the difference with us and them, we fill out application, they sign contracts. Just like if something
Yes.
should happen on my end or your end, I still get paid. If something happen on my end, I'm getting fired. If something happen on your end, I'm fired. That's the contract we got. Well, I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
the application we fill out.
It's
Love
just
Doc-
becoming it's just becoming so difficult. I'm sorry, Confederate, that I
No.
interrupted.
You go
So,
ahead, Resident Joe, because it was something I wanted the Love Doctor actually would he pull up as you asked the question that Rock Smith so eloquently expounded on. It was something that I wanted him to pull up a chart that we could actually look at to answer the question that's actually documented to kind of give us some insight along with what Rock Smith had said. It's the census of 1790. If we get a chance to look that up and pull it up, we can actually see something very, very eye-opening and very educational as to how they constructed this to, like he said, they fill out contracts and we fill out applications. And an application is just a form for approval. A contract is something that is already approved, but there's stipulations to it. And, and that's just the way it is with us because, again, we're the property of the United States of America. And one of the reasons that our Social Security numbers are all capital, that our names on our Social Security cards are all capital letters is because that we're individual entities. And that's where we are on the properties of the United States. So if you would, Love Doctor, could you pull up the census of 1790? Would you please?
To me, it's just frustrating that now we're going to have a Latino Black young adult going against, it's already hard enough, going against someone that's going to have Harvard in there and then another one that has any other college. And it's like, it's already hard and we're competing against such a big monster. It's just becoming bigger now. So they're passing that law, and it's just was very interesting to me because I mean I work with minority teenagers that are going to college. It's just going to be harder for them. So, yeah.
There it is. There it is. You see that?
Yeah.
You know who that doesn't include, right?
Right.
That doesn't include us because we were livestock and cattle. We weren't families. So when you did a census, you took a census of citizens. We didn't have citizenship in 1790.
That's true.
And so to Resident Joe's comment that they're not going to pass the law, Resident Joe, they're just trying to approve the law. The law has already been passed. They're trying to agree upon it. It's not the fact that they're trying to pass it. They're taking a census to see how many people will go with it. And we're not a part of that census. We're the victim of the contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was reading the article.
Yeah. Yeah, the rabbit hole runs deep.
Wow. That's amazing right there. That's amazing right there. Switching gears on some other topics going up. I know there's one that you guys originally started off. You was asking about rappers. And is rappers gonna end up killing? I'm assuming that y'all are heading and alluding to the rapper Takeoff.
From Atlanta.
Or whatever. There's actually a video. I didn't realize that the whole thing got filmed on video. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
You have it?
I've been hearing all types of mixed commentary and all, and the more and more I was digging around to it. So I'm trying to go and find a video to see who hasn't pulled it down. already. I saw it on YouTube, but I don't know if if they pulled it down now. You said click on TMZ. Is that what you guys said?
Yes, TMZ should they should still have it unless the family stepped in and pulled it because of the deceased.
Okay, let me go to TMZ and I'll see if I can find it where it's not blocked on TMZ then.
But in light of that shooting, it goes to show you the ignorance and just the undisciplined mind of the so-called Negro. These are guys that are millionaires. They're gathering in places such as a bowling alley, out shooting, doing illicit things as shooting dice, after hours in a lot. I mean, who does this? It goes to show you there is no restraint in what lengths we would go to entertain ourselves.
Okay, I think I see something on TMZ. I think TMZ has a couple of different videos, so
correct.
I can I'm gonna just play this and then we'll see what it has in store. All right, here we go.
Connie, you're muted if you're talking to me. Talking to us.
I'll talk to somebody about their weight problem.
Are you talking to Brian?
Hello? He is calling the ambulance. Calling the ambulance. Hello? He is calling the ambulance.
You're muted, Dwayne.
You're muted. We can't hear you. Dwayne. Yeah.
Oh. They know that they're not going to do they want to.
There it is.
That quick, something happened. I mean, that's where we at now. These guys ain't about to fighting people, everybody's shooting. That's where everybody at now. And we society pushed us in to where everybody's afraid of everybody. So nobody wants to look bad, nobody wants to get beat up, nobody wants to get too long. And everybody's trying to live when we already living to die.
If we just take a moment to step back and look at that in contrast to what just happened and to what Ron Smith is promoting with the younger people, I think the adults can learn a lot too. If we would know how to greet each other, if we knew how to treat each other with respect and dignity, this would have never happened. If they would have took a page out of Ron Smith's playbook of how you doing, my brother? How you doing, Op? Hug him, shake his hand. And you know what? A disagreement, it could have been de-escalated. It wouldn't have come to gunfire had we just had the dignity, and the self-respect for one another and not being threatened by our own. But then if it was the other way around, if our counterparts were there, we would have never pulled out a gun. We would have respected him. Yes, sir, Mr. Caucasian. Yes, sir, Mr.
Yeah.
It would have never came to that. We would have bowed down and backed down. But when it comes to us, we don't even value our own lives, and that goes to, like Resident Joe said, it's a mental health issue. We've lost our self-value, and the equity of the so-called Negro has lost his self-worth. You know, and like I say, I love our heart when Ron Oscar said, "I'm trying to put these homes back together."
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
You know, but then when you don't have men, this happened these are adults, but all adults are not men.
No.
You know, so if these men knew how to run a household, they would know how to respect one another, and this would have never come to this. You know, but like he said, we're trying to put these homes together, you know, showing men how to be men. And then women have ladies have no gentlemen to follow. Because if they, it's deplorable. I mean, I don't know.
It is.
We're a mess.
Yeah. I mean, that's you know. And I mean, if you just get enough people together and everybody agree it's a problem, then we can look at how we can fix the problem to change things that's better for everybody. You know, I mean, I guess, you know, be foolish to say a race wouldn't want to rule and be the superior race. But I think the race that's the superior out of everybody is the human race.
Come on.
We gotta understand our superiority, you know, and respect for one another. That's what makes us all different. You know, the colors, the shape, the size of the look, but everybody in heaven, we all have the same place. Nobody going nowhere. You know, you're trying to chase out all the white people, chase out all the blacks, chase out all the Asians, chase out the Hispanic. We all gonna be here. We've been here. All we gotta do is learn how to exist with one another. That's understanding one another. Realize we come from different cultures, different ways of life, different way of thinking and processing things, just different situations as a whole. But together, we all inhabit this place. We can make it a little better. You know, that's all I like to see people do. You know, it ain't about everybody coming under what I believe, because I know what I believe and I know what I'll do, you know, to maintain what I believe in. Everybody not there. And I try to tell if this is not something for everybody, I don't tell, no. It depends on where you at and what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm in a place in my life where I had a pretty good life. I had a lot of things happen, but at the end of the day, I had a well enough life to know, you know, this is the right thing. This is the right way. I'm a better person. You know, all that ought to be considered with religion. Are you in it, but you're not better? It's like at the hospital, I'm getting sicker. It's why I can go home for this. I feel better at home than I do in a place that's supposed to help me. Everybody need to get in a place, you know what I'm saying, and where we could just put. It would be beautiful. We could just, you know, only had guns for like wild animals if that was the case. That we didn't have to have guns, and we didn't have to have so many killings and rapes and hating. It's like, why we just can't respect each other? You know, you, I'm me, and you got a right to be you as long as it don't over impress on somebody else. You know, live and have it together. You know, and hey, nobody has to come in your literal house and stay in your house and lay on your floor, sleep in your bed. But we should be a better people than what we are, especially at least with everybody that looks like everybody. It's chaos in all of it. The Chinese are killing the Chinese, North killing South Korea, which are the same people. India hate Pakistan, the same people. You know, the people in Trigger and Ethiopia killing one another, all these sort of people. Yeah, this is what we are. So that's what we got to do is change things.
One thing I'll say.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. After you finish, play the video from Dion. But go ahead.
Play the video from Dion. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Let me go and find it and load it up. Okay.
Okay.
What you were saying? What she said? Play that to you.
I can't multitask. I can't search that and do that together. So I'm gonna attempt to. But if I pause between what I'm saying because I'm multitasking, but I was just basically saying.
Could have done it by the time you.
The Twitter, your link that you sent me is saying I need a Twitter account, and I don't have a Twitter account. So every time I click that link, it's saying I need to log on my Twitter password and stuff.
Let me work it.
Okay. So basically, it just seems like when being that we just talked about the people who really control the media and how things are perceived, they make us think a certain way. And what I've noticed is that whenever we have publicly seen signs of non-white people working together constructively, They always take it down. They're always destroyed, or whatever it is they build is ultimately sabotaged. Which leads me to believe, based on that evidence, is that if there is a group of non-white people that are able to be successful, I think history says the best thing they could do is learn how to operate under the radar and keep themselves off the radar, off the map, so that once they do become an issue, that's when they're ultimately sabotaged and defeated. So in my mind,
let's say this about Dion.
Says, hey, you know what? These non-white people are dumb and they're stupid. They can't work together. They don't know how to work alone together. They can't never do nothing together. They can't get on the same page. But that's because that's the way that the media actually portrays, us. The people who can't work together, they work together and they're not shown. They're under the radar. We don't know about it. So since we don't see it on TV, we think it doesn't exist. And the ones who do exist and are successful, they're constantly sabotaged and taken down over and over and over again.
I agree with you.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, my doctors had stepped in. I didn't want to make it look kind of awkward, but there's a book, and I know I'm not I used to be a person that kind of like just was more than an avid reader, but there's a book entitled that's entitled The Human Animal. If you would just look at the preface of that book, it kind of tells us how the human race is in a whole, behavior patterns. It's more a book of psychology, type how the human mind works and how does it coexist with gender and race and things of that nature. And what I've come to find out is, like we had the discussion last week about the 3 most important things in life for us, and someone was talking about, go ahead.
I'm just sick and tired of the consistency. People that are influential to you are leaving us consistently. That's our rap. Take off the right third in a dice game in Houston, where we're going. So that eliminates all y'all leaving that hotel and they happy. I give you for the note. So whatever her name is, whoever she is, parents, everybody, they're gonna come to the hotel to visit you because y'all ain't leaving. Sooner or later, we got to start changing our addresses, guys. That's an analogy to saying, I know we this, but we ain't that. We got to leave that behind that we once did. And that's what you guys are. Now you guys are Jackson State royalty. You ain't no, man. You're not whoever you were a year ago. You're not even who you're going to be a year from now, which is a blessing. But you can't continuously do the things you've always done and expect to get the results. It's going to have to be changed. All of us have gone through drastic changes. Have we, coaches? Have we, coaches? All of them still evolving into what God has called us to be, and that's change. You cannot kick it with the same dudes you kicked it with. You cannot kick it with the multitude of women that you kick it with. You cannot associate in the same realms that you associate with. You're going to have to change if you expect change. You can't do it. It's going to come to a time they can talk about you, they can mock you, they can ridicule you, they can cuss you out, they can clown you, whatever they want. But you're going to have to separate sooner or later. You're going to have to disconnect. Sooner or later, you're going to have to. So get that in your spirit. I'm sad because it just seems like it's always us. But we want to say we matter. We want to say we keep it in 100, but it's always us. Now we lose another soldier to some bull junk that when we look back at it, the gentleman going to say, dang, now his whole life changes. Because now he's incarcerated or murdered in a consequence of what transpired. Because you know how the game is played. And I don't want y'all playing that foolish game because y'all are valuable to your families, friends, loved ones, and you're valuable to us. All right, let's think about that. Let's pray for the families. Ain't no time. Ain't got no time to take foolish. Let's go get it.
Then, to top that off,
it appears that everybody's typically basically almost saying the same thing, but the common fiber of it all is that when there's the actions going to be put behind all the verbiage.
Mm-hmm. Everybody
You know,
swallow their
and,
pride.
you know, if, you know, two mics in the mind, you four, you guys have really put together something that can really, really help people if they would just consider. As what I say a lot of the times, we're here to consider. And we begin to consider and, you know, use our voices. And we talked about platforms. Our platform should be founded on what Ms. Tooley said last week, integrity. The problem is the integrity, respect, you know, and just being self-conscious is out the window, and people are just flying by the seat of their pants. And I want to thank you again, Rob Smith, as I get ready to leave, because the doctors came in, that you know, are a proponent for putting homes back together, structuring the family, letting everybody know what their roles and positions are, and the diversity that we have on the panel. We have male and female, we have older and younger, but at the end of the day, we have a direction, a narrative, and it's to put homes back together, regain our dignity and self-respect. This is Confederate State 48. I'm gonna sign off tonight. I'll hob you all. You guys keep me involved, and I'll keep
Well,
you
hob
you too, man.
Tell them hit the like and hit that cash
hit
app.
the cash app.
Hit that
Hit
like,
that
subscribe
subscribe.
button. We appreciate you. Here. You stay strong. I always loud for you.
Of mine.
Hob
Good
you
night.
too. All right.
Ooh, yeah. What else did we have went on?
That's about the end of the show. It's about that time.
Oh,
here we go. Taking away. We definitely enjoyed coming in another week talking to you guys, because we definitely care. It doesn't seem like it. Nobody else cares, but we care. That's why we're here. We come out here, we open ourselves up from hell to self to faith initiative to likes and this, you know, just everything, because people want somebody real now. We time to act, try to fake, or be like nobody else. It's time to be you. Start loving you, caring about you, and wanting the best for you. If anybody, you tell me you always mind. Every Thursday night, right here on Two Mics, my mind. Hey, if nobody else tells you they love you, hey, we love you. And our lady just called Toolie Love, Dr. Resident Joe. Take us home.
Yeah.
We can't hear you. No.
I heard him. Oh, Joe, we can't hear you.
Y'all.
Yeah, Dr. Joe's phone was on mute.
I didn't know. I have y'all.
She got put on mute because she didn't want to hear you.
This is my favorite part of the show, when Tootie get to drop that knowledge.
I love it.
Oh my goodness, we hype this up. Listen to you.
Please don't embarrass my kids.
My whole week been centered around. I just like, man, let me listen to this Toolie quote. Let me get this Toolie quote down. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we turn it over to Toolie's quote. Let's give it up, Toolie.
And hit the cash out, and subscribe. Here we go. Watch this.
So much for the cash out. We really appreciate it again. Thank you so much for joining us, joining everything that you've added on the comment section, and when you've come live, we really appreciate it. I will leave you with this thought. It takes both sides to build a bridge.
It takes both sides to build a bridge.
So if your landing is off, you got to have one on both ends of it.
I
don't do that.
I don't know about that one, Toolie.
No, I know what they were trying to say.
I know what they were trying to say, but I got to go on what they say.
You got to build. Should have said you got to build from one side to get to the
other.
Exactly. That's how you build a bridge from one side.
That's how you build a bridge. Now you're gonna build from both sides and meet in the middle. I'm sorry, I can't buy into it. Listen, my trade.
I don't go along with it.
I couldn't go along with that. That's terrible.
That don't make no sense.
You have to build from one side to get to the others better.
Yeah. You know what I think, Tony? I think a woman wrote that.
Oh yeah, you gotta be.
Because you can't understand it. Bro, this smart. Got it. You're right.
That's terrible.
He's
That's
right.
all right though, too.
He's right.
You'll get them next
Whoever
time,
wrote-
Tulip. You'll
whatever
get them next
woman-
time, Tulip.
Yeah, all they do is say, "Be." That means remember how the chicken get across the road to get to the other side. So that's how you do it. It takes you to be a chicken. So that means so you can get across to the other side. Now, don't that sound better?
I understand.
She
Yeah.
needs to
Yeah.
say that it takes two to build a bridge.
Yeah.
It takes both
No.
sides to build a bridge.
Not necessarily. It takes more than two people. I'm a builder. I think it takes
You
more than
gotta
two
have both
people.
sides to build a bridge. You
No,
gotta
you
have
don't. You build from one side to the other side.
and then that's how you create a bridge.
No, you don't. It's not building.
You can't
One-
build a bridge without two sides.
No. What is your trade?
I am a civil engineer.
Thank you.
I have experience in building bridges and
Who's
roads.
not being
I've done
set?
that for
Who's
quite a
not
while.
being set? So they build both sides and meet together. No, you don't do it.
I don't know.
No.
Hold on. You know what, Julie?
Both
Let's
sides.
do this. Repeat what you said. Repeat it again, and just let it.
Yeah.
We're gonna let the comment speak for itself. Repeat it again, Tulip.
Oh, there's folks kicking up about it too. They're saying your heart's in the right place though.
Anyway, I ain't think about
That's
her.
it.
They're not understanding, Tuli. I get you.
I'm sorry. It ain't for everybody. You know, my stuff ain't for everybody. It's just not.
Listen.
You gotta be up
If
here
you
one-
only have one side to hold, one side of the bridge is gonna collapse because you need another side for it to hold.
It's not a bridge. You don't have both sides. It's not a bridge.
With that being
Yes,
said,
Reverend Joe, please
this
don't
has been a
theorize
wonderful
nobody who's
episode.
out here
True
building. They're gonna
Mike
tell
said
something.
it's that time. Take us home.
We're about to take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Dr. Joe's Therapies on the radio. The love got the going line on the radio. Two mics and the mind on the radio. And the mind.
All right. Yo, you so lame. You do something better. I'll do something better, and we'll be better together.
And don't build on both sides. One side, and we'll meet you on the other side.
I don't know how you ain't got both sides because you can't build a bridge without both sides. I just told you that.
That's terrible. I apologize, y'all. We still drinking.
Good night, Tuli.
Night, Wayno.
Good night. Hub, everybody. Hub.